Hi everyone, I'm Tashina from Logical Harmony. Welcome back. I hope you're having a good day. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing the best cruelty-free primers for $15 or less. Now, not only are these from cruelty-free brands, but the products are also vegan. If you're interested in cruelty-free beauty, you're definitely in the right place. Welcome. I do also have tons of resources on my website, logicalharmony.net, and I post a lot on my Instagram as well. I'm at Logical Harmony there, so hopefully you join me. I don't have that many to talk about today. I've tried so many primers. Primers are one of those products I absolutely love. I don't know why, but I love primers. I have a huge primer collection, and I feel like there are not that many budget-friendly primers out there. A lot of them tend to be pretty pricey, and for good reason. A lot of those more expensive ones work, but there are some amazing primers in this lower price range, and I wanted to highlight the absolute best of the best. So normally when I do these, I like to have 5 things. I only have 4. This is 3. I only have 4 today because I just wanted to highlight the best of the best. So I wanted to talk about the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. This is one of my absolute favorite primers, no matter what, hands down. I've been using it for years. I've purchased so many tubes. e.l.f. has sent me a lot of tubes because they know what a fan of it I am. And it's just amazing. It does such a good job of evening out your skin, prepping it for makeup application. It feels very slinky. And I feel like because of that, it helps to kind of lock in some hydration. If you have dry skin like I do, that's a necessary thing in a primer. It definitely does help on any areas where you have issues with pores or texture to just smooth things out. It's a beautiful primer. This is like a staple everyday primer for me, and I found that it works well with any foundation I've ever paired it with. Well, almost any foundation, but when it hasn't worked, it's honestly been the foundation, not this primer. Another from e.l.f. that I wanted to talk about is their Blurring Primer Serum. Now this I actually didn't use for quite a while, and I was kind of like, okay, a primer serum, I've used so many that make my skin really heavy feeling and that disrupt my makeup. And so I kind of felt like over them, basically, until I used this one. And this is unlike any primer serum I have used. It is gorgeous on the skin. It's very lightweight. You do feel it like a serum in the fact that it feels like you have a good moisturizer on your skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel oily. It doesn't feel greasy, and it truly does blur. Now this looks so good under a lot of different foundations. This is one of my favorites under like more full coverage foundation, not just for the blurring effect, but because it does help to keep my skin a little more hydrated throughout the day, and it keeps that foundation looking nice throughout the day. But this is just a really good primer. I would highly suggest. It's also beautiful on your own. On those like no makeup days where you just want your skin to look a little bit better, put a little bit of this on, mix it with your moisturizer. It makes a huge difference in how your skin looks. It's beautiful. The Milani Prime Light Primer is a dewy primer I wanted to talk about because I love it. I love dewy primers. I feel like there are so many dewy primers at the higher price points, and there aren't as many at the lower price points, which is frustrating. This one is really pretty. It does have a little bit of a glow to it. It doesn't look like glitter on your face. It's this nice lit from within glow that I think is just really pretty. I would say if you're looking for something that's gonna like do a blurring effect or fill your pores, this isn't the primer for you. But if you want something that will add that glow to your skin, this is a great option to try, and I highly suggest it. Again, like these other primers, it works great with basically every foundation. I haven't had any issues with it with stuff that I consistently use, and I've tried it with so many different foundations without issue, and it just always adds that nice extra bit of glow. Also from e.l.f. is the Poreless Putty Primer. Now this is a primer that everyone has loved. This had a huge wait list, and they've come out now with a Luminizing one, which is actually what I'm wearing today. It's so beautiful. And then they also have a mattifying one too. So if you are looking for either one of those in the same formula, they got you covered. This stuff is so good. I love how it feels on the skin. It is so lightweight, it melts right in, and it works with everything. I'd say it's kind of like a solid version of this poreless primer, but this one does a little bit more for my problem areas. So on days where I want to make sure that my pore areas, the areas where I do have some texture and some other things going on, stay looking smooth, this tends to be what I reach for. Or sometimes I do layer the two and put this one only right where I have my pore issues. It makes such a huge difference in how smooth my skin looks. Again, it does help with the wear of my foundations. It looks good throughout the day, and it does keep my skin feeling nice and hydrated as well. The Luminizing one is so pretty. It has It's a little less dewy than the Milani Prime Light, but it has such a nice, gorgeous lit from within glow that, again, you could wear it without makeup and it's gonna look really nice on your skin too. And the mattifying one does definitely mattify without drying out your skin, which can be my problem with a lot of mattifying primers, is they're a little too drying, a little too matte. And I would say that one gives you like a very natural matte finish, but it is not drying at all, which is very nice. If you have any favorite primers that are $15 or less that are cruelty-free, comment down below. Let's share them with each other. I would love to hear what you're loving. I think that's one of the great things about these videos is I can share with you, but I can also hear from you, and I love hearing what you're into. I'll see you next time. Hey everyone, I'm just hanging out with Bagheera, and he was talking about how you should watch another video, subscribe to the channel, or check out the vlog channel. Weren't you, buddy?